Hey guys, this is Sola Scriptura. We're playing some Legacy Burn, and this hand is great, so we'll keep this. This is borderline the nuts. If this Rift Bolt was a Fire Blast, I would probably say it was one of the best possible draws we could have. Our opponent's mulliganing to 6, which is good for us. Burn is a deck that does very well generally when your opponent has to mulligan a bunch, because their answers to your cards become fewer and fewer, and they're just trying to keep a hand that can actually play Magic. Okay, so it's looking like it's potentially Dredge, or I assume lands. I don't believe this is the lands player that we just beat up. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, if this is black-green, specifically, we could be in trouble. Exploration's not a good start for us, necessarily. That's something we're excited to see. Thespian Sage. Ooh. Well then. And Loam. Okay. I think I'm supposed to play out the Eidolon here. Let's see if I attack with Goblin Guide if I'm down to 16. I'm going to attack first to see what's on top of his deck, see what he's going to mill over. But then I could go like Skewer, Rift Bolt. That would put him down to 10. And then the following turn I get him for 5. I think I do probably need this Eidolon. The only thing that would change my mind is if I saw exactly Dark Depths on top of his deck. So we're just going to lose this game, probably. Because this Rift Bolt is so slow. That's in his hand now. He's going to be able to activate that. If we Skewer him, and then Rift Bolt him, we draw Price of Progress in response to him, like, going for it. That could be good enough. Unfortunately, we're at 20. If I play out the Eidolon here, he's not really going to play anything else, so the Eidolon's really not worth anything damage-wise for us. Chances are he will sit back and not activate anything until I attack with Goblin Guide. I think. Well, no, he'll probably play around Price of Progress. All the same. So, I think this is what we have to do. I just don't know if we can win. Like, if he's a good lands player, I don't think we're going to win. Because he has the combo in hand right now. This does take essentially 3 mana, so he's got 1, 2, 3. He has the mana already that he needs. Plus he has Exploration to play another land anyways. I think that this realistically gives me my only real outs to this. If I play the Eidolon here, I do get in a little bit more damage. So he'll go down. We have him an effective 7 right now, which means stop decking Price of Progress, obviously, Fire Blast, and a Burn Spell. Eidolon doesn't do it because I'll only hit him for 2 with Eidolon. I need to hit him for 3 with Eidolon if I want it to be the same as playing a Burn Spell in my hand right now. So if he does cast something, Eidolon would technically be 3 at that point. I'm really tempted to cast Eidolon here. So we cast Eidolon, and maybe he gets a little bit greedy and plays Life from the Loam unnecessarily. No, why would he do that? He'll just activate Dark Depths. Rift Bolt you down to 10. Bolt you down to 7. Draw. Yeah, this is the line. This has got to be the line. I don't think Eidolon is it. It just doesn't make sense. Unfortunately, it sounds like he's probably going to be going for the Dark. That's smart on his part. He plays around Life from the Loam very well, and he's just not going to play any more lands, I would guess. Yeah. Okay, so that's unfortunately was our only out. I think was Price of Progress, probably. Maybe he misses an attack here, or something like that. He should just move straight to combat, I assume, and just kill me. Alright, let's see what we would have drawn. Another bolt. Okay, so that actually, for whatever reason, something weird with Moto happened. We could have gotten there. This is what we did last time. I don't know how good it is, really. I'm not gonna bring in Smash against them. They do have some artifacts that can get kind of annoying. You really want to win the first game against lands if you can help it, because you get stuck in these weird spots now. Sorry, these weird spots of, like, am I supposed to bring in Smash just for, like, a potential Thorn of Amethyst? I think it's probably fine to bring in one. Look up Glacial Chasm. Yeah, prevent all damage we dealt to you, so this really isn't that good either. Because that says deal damage, doesn't say life loss or anything like that. This is what I did last time, in the last match we played, so I think we will just run it back like this. Nope. Yeah, like, this is just a big pile of nope, I think. This is slow. Really like a creature. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll throw away the Ensnaring Bridge from this hand, I think. And just try to be as fast as we can. Let's see. So assuming we draw another land, we go Goblin Guide you down to 18. Let's assume he has one fetch land or something like that. 17. Then we've got 9 points of burn, puts him down to 8. 9, 10. Yeah, so we can get him close, as long as we draw a land on time. What am I mulliganing for? The 5. Oh boy. I was just saying that so many dead draws. So close. I just feel like against a hand where he keeps 7, this probably isn't a fast enough hand. I'm gonna mulligan and try to find a ley line. Okay, we'll keep this one. I'm tempted to keep the Swift Spear here over the Goblin Guide, just because Goblin Guide can draw them lands. If we run hot, this hand can kill them pretty quickly. I feel like if they stumble and we draw hot. I really hate this matchup. This one's a pretty difficult one, especially when they have like a fast start, which Mox Diamond isn't their fastest start necessarily, but it can be. It can be a fairly fast one. Okay, so one of their fastest possible starts, which is not great for us, but it is what it is. And there's the Thorn of Amethyst. Okay. And pair that with your Schadenport, and we're going to be in for a bad time, probably. The good news is our opponent is fairly slow right now, and Thorn does tax them as well. So. Don't B-Fire me, boy. Why? Okay, now we're gonna lose. Unfortunately. This is a very good hand against what we've drawn so far. Okay, well. All is not lost. Supposedly. Let's see what we can do here. Grove. Well, that's the best possible top deck for them to get that Punishing Fire with, so... kind of frustrating there. Opponent's banging on all cylinders against exactly our deck right now and our lineup, but we can still technically get there. They're not doing a whole lot else. No reason firing off the bolt here. I'd rather them spend the turn doing something else that doesn't matter. I'm not attacking with Goblin Guide next turn, more than likely, depending on like how this goes. If he plays in such a way that I can attack because he doesn't have mana for Punishing Fire, then so be it. But I don't expect that to happen. That's a good one. That is a very good one. He can Ghost Quarter himself though, so let's induce him tapping out a Ghost Quarter. Wooded Foothills, deal. Alright, cool. So now anything that we draw, it's a burn spell, technically kills him, and his mana is going to be a little bit constrained with this Schadenport. Yeah, okay. That's going to hit you too, man. 1 mana burn spell, let's go. Alright. Okay, well, guess who's bringing in Smash Smithereens? This guy. Don't think we can afford to bring in Sulfuric Vortex again. It's kind of nice, but I don't know. I do think we want to bring in at least 3 Smash Smithereens. Probably gonna bring in 4 since he's shown us the other. What's it called? We got super lucky there. I definitely don't want Exquisite Firecraft if he's running those and he's running Rashad Port. We're just never gonna get around to casting it. Oh boy. Price really saved us there, that's for sure. I want to keep in my lands, specifically because he's been taxing me so much, so I don't want to cut a land here. I'm in between cutting Goblin Guide and something else. The problem is that like when you're bringing in so much hate for them in the form of this, like you really do need a recurring damage source if you draw heavy on those guys. Fire Blast I like to keep, just because we can raise them. It could just be like a skewer, I guess, because that's fairly slow and it can be very difficult to cast if he has annoying spells out. So sure, skewer makes the most sense to me. Let's go ahead and do this. See if we can't end up beating our opponent here. Come on, sweet hand. Or opponent mulliganing into Oblivion would be sweet. I mean, I wouldn't complain about that either. I'm actually very surprised that we ended up putting them all to 5. Against an opponent that had mostly really great cards against us, honestly. Ooh, this is playable. We do 12 damage to our opponent with these cards. I kind of like mulliganing, trying to find a creature, and slash a disruption piece, and he's mulliganed as well. Because like this hand doesn't beat a Merit Lage very quickly, and it definitely doesn't facilitate like any interaction with them. This is one of those hands like you open up on it and you're conditioned as a burn player to be like, yeah, this is a fine hand, and it's okay, but I feel like it's not good enough, so we have to mulligan. This is much more my style. We're absolutely keeping everything in this hand. I'm a little bit tempted to get rid of the Ensnaring Bridge, but I think it's really just going to be a Rift Bolt. As sad as that is. Gosh, do I want to do that? I might never cast Ensnaring Bridge. Whereas, like, the Rift Bolt could do some amount of damage. My opponent, he mulliganed to 5. I'm going to go ahead and put the Rift Bolt on the bottom. I think that we have a much higher chance of getting to do something crazy with this Ensnaring Bridge if our opponent is mulliganing really low. And we have this ley line to really just hurt them. Because that just kind of puts them on like having to Merit Lage very quickly, and then Ensnaring Bridge answers that. So hopefully we just do something insane. And it's also going to be hard for them to answer both Leyline and Ensnaring Bridge. So we've got a Swift Spear for some recurring damage, and basically any draw off the top of our deck that isn't named Leyline of the Void is pretty much gasoline against them. Opponent's fetching. Hopefully this is an exploration, because... oh, well, that's dying. I really don't like this guy against burn. Just feels very bad to me. As much as I don't like playing this kind of a game, he's so low on cards that I think we just have to do this kind of stuff. I don't think I'm at the point where like I'm fire blasting another version of that guy, but we'll see. If my opponent just has like a Life from the Loam in hand, this hand's gonna look great. Okay, that's kind of annoying. That will keep us off of E-Bridge for quite some time. You got it, buddy. We could really use another Swift Spear, or potentially something else, like even a Goblin Guide might be okay here. Hopefully my opponent just tries to like play something this turn and I can land this E-Bridge, and then just be okay with like whatever I draw being mostly castable. Grove of the Burn Willows, you got it. Oh, P-Fire now, okay. One card in hand. I have to be attacking with this Goblin Guide, even though it's probably going to be drawing my opponent cards. That's a surprisingly annoying card at this point in the game, and is one of them in his deck right now, but it's okay. Because that, along with Rashad Port's really going to just tap down our mana. Eventually we will probably just have to let that go. Oh, he's not even going to play it because of Price of Progress. Nice. Okay. Ooh. We can wait on that sucker. That's an instant speed card. Let's play out this E-Bridge. we want to play out the E-Bridge now, because we don't want him to, like, Rashad Port our Mountain Taiga deal. Is this guy dying? I feel like this guy's probably dying to a Punishing Fire. Apparently not. We have so much damage here. If we can get him to play out some of those lands. Thorn, you got it. You should probably tap down my land now, huh? So this is technically 10 right now. I think we're gonna wait. Go ahead and fire that off. Swing. Should probably do that in a different order just to be on the safe side of things, but I imagine our opponent is just dead next turn, most likely. Well, actually no, because of how we currently have things set up here. I am probably paying this still. Yeah, sure. And from this point out, I don't think I want to pay it any longer. So we know they have Exploration and Life from the Loam in hand. I don't know, part of me really wants to just keep hitting in with this Goblin Guide. I don't see any reason not to, so I think I will just keep doing this. Dark Depths. Okay. Ideally, I'm trying to get to the point of like where if they decide to crop rotation for Chasm or whatever, well, I guess Glacial Chasm killed them because I have Leyline of the Void out. Pay 1 now, and that technically allows me to hit him down to 3. And I could technically kill him at instant speed from that point out with Fire Blast. So we know he has Exploration, Depths, Loam in hand. I'm just gonna go for it. If he wants to crop rotation, fine. This is so greedy. I should have just paid for the Goblin Guide. I just kept hitting him down. This is pretty greedy on my part. I mean, we do have Chain Lightning in hand still, but yeah, that was just kind of greedy. Okay. Cool. That went a lot better than I thought it was going to go, to be honest with you. Ended up going 4-1 in that league. It's kind of nice. The only thing we lost to was Sneak and Show, which we're supposed to lose to. I think that's like borderline a 15% chance of winning that kind of a thing. Maybe 20, maybe 10, I don't know. I've never beaten Sneak and Show. I've come close maybe once. That being said, I haven't played it a whole lot, so I think we probably heavily prefer playing against the Omniscience version, where they're just trying to show and tell on Omniscience to play because they're a little bit slower. Overall, though, I mean, price felt okay. There was 2 matchups it wasn't great in. There's 2 that it was good in. Both of those were exactly lands. The only showed up in the sideboard games, really, I think. And it's bad against the other decks. So, list overall felt fine. Never ran into Oko, so that's great. Sulfuric Vortex was okay. We only really cared about it against Miracles, but we kind of have to have it in the main deck because Oko exists. Red Elemental Blast is interesting. I'm going to keep trying it. I want to see if it helps out against Show and Tell at all, or if that's even a reason for the card. Ebridge is great, mostly. I mean, it's pretty good against Show and Tell, and it's decent against lands. Leyline of the Void, also pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I really like where the sideboard's at. I like where the main board's at. We'll just still see about Light of the Stage, and maybe we cut like another mountain for like a third Light of the Stage. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed watching these videos. I'm going to try to make some more and just be a little bit more consistent with some of that stuff and provide a little more content, but you know, we'll just see what happens. Thanks, guys.